Damn, you're live. I'm live. If I'm live, you're live. Bam! Here it is. You know what? I didn't know it, but my last video, I have a red thing in my eye. So when I was going like this, and I looked at it, I was like, man, that's kind of weird. But don't even trip because I got this. You know what I'm saying? I got some haters out there. I got some haters out there, real close to me haters. You know what I mean? So, it's all right though. You know, can't win them all. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's a good day. Today's a good day. I can't let the little things bring this down, and you don't either. Don't let nothing bring you down, especially when you're on the right track, because you ain't gonna make everybody happy. And you know what? I remember in saying in the Bible, it says, something about you're not even welcome in your hometown, in your own town. Amongst friends and family, they'll push you away for stuff. People believe what other people can't admit, so they'll believe it, even if they're your family. And I'm just gonna leave it there because there are some people that can't handle the truth, and especially when you're dealing with friends and family that they're just not there yet. You know what I mean? So we'll pray for them, give them some time to get there. Someone say, "Hey, what nationality are you?" I said, "Come in the mix." You know what I'm saying? Bam. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look, Mama, he's wearing the same clothes. I got a uniform. I wear all my uniforms look the same. Hello, that's what's happening here. Okay, so don't even trip. Um, yeah, I was coming home from work, and I kind of went through a yellow light, and this lady's looking at me like I just ruined her life. I'm like, oh my goodness, get over it, lady. I went through a yellow light. I did. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize for going through that yellow light and ruining your life. Okay, please forgive me. Didn't mean that, and it won't happen again. Mm, that's right. Anyways, yeah, I got some stuff to talk about. It's just, like I said, we talk about this, we could talk about that, we could talk about whatever you want to talk about, as long as you let me come in your house, your front room, your life. We'll get it straight. We'll straighten this out. You know what I mean? We'll get it straight. Don't even trip. Um, you know, and don't even mind me talking. I'm just joking. A lot of times I just joke around. I'm talking like all silly and stuff like that. But it's really just all in fun. And I praise the Lord every day. I just I'm gonna tell you about some friends. Just to Crystal. Shout out to Crystal. What's up, baby? Um, Carissa. What's up? And Victoria. What's up? These girls are hot. You know what I mean? But check it out. I've known them for a while, and we're just friends. Never done nothing to them. These girls are ladies. Okay, they're ladies. They're beautiful ladies. And I was just so you know I was fortunate to meet them, to know them. And it's been a while. I haven't seen them for a while. So I'm at work, and they're two of them. They say, "Hey, Dennis. I say, "Bam, what's up? What you need, baby?" And they said, "Don't you remember us? Don't you remember us?" And I said, "Uh huh." And she said, but I did remember the names, but we have to wear these masks, so you can only see the eyes. And I'm like, well, it's been a while, but I do, yeah, yeah. So yeah, they were some good old friends of mine, and I'm just really, and then another one just a little bit down in a different area, the same plant, the same shift, and and I was talking to her, and I didn't realize it the first day, but then the second day she said, "Don't you remember me?" And I looked and I said, "Wow, I recognized your eyes. I really did, because that's all you can see through the mask. You can only see the eyes." So I said, "Yeah, I do. I recognize your eyes." But then her name popped in my head, and it was Victoria. I'm like, there's three of them, and beautiful ladies, and I'm so encouraged because they're working hard. They're hard working, and they're just. It was really encouraging to see people that you known from the past doing good, and in good positions, and real healthy looking, and real positive, and common sense. Just beautiful ladies, beautiful ladies. And I just I just thought I'd share that with you. It's good to see people that you've known from the past, and they all. It was just today, but so it was really neat. I was really thankful for that. It just made me feel good that they recognized me, and that was cool. People come out of the woodwork sometimes and say, "Hey, man, remember me? Like, what's up?" Hey, blah, 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 blah." Anyways, yeah. So, anyways, um, I want to get right into this here. Serious talk. Bam. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, look, I'm just tripping. I'm just tripping. I just feel good today. That's why I'm acting real silly. But um, I was just gonna give you a little treat. You know what I mean? I was just gonna give you a little treat here, and I was gonna do something. Um, I was gonna sing a song like, "What did you think I would do at this moment? 20 years in your arms, did you think I could hurt you? Raise my hand to you. You just don't love me no more." Bam! Coming at you live straight out of Nebraska, Grand Island. Anyways, that's enough of that. Just like I said, don't let me sing to you because if I sing to you, it's over. Okay? I want to talk about foundation, foundations, um, building foundations. When you build a house, you dig. You dig it down. You dig down. You dig down, and you put your foundation. You know what I mean? You pour your foundation, and you bury it up so it's strong. So it's strong, dug in the ground, and it's strong because storms are gonna come. And if your foundation isn't deep, you're gonna get knocked over. Just like the story of the three little pigs. One built his house on this, the other one built his house on that, and then one built his house with brick. So when the storm came and the big bad wolf came blowing, 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 they all got washed away except the one that built his house with bricks. And this is kind of where I'm at right now. Your foundation has to be firm. It's got to be dug in deep, and your foundation has to be with Christ. It's got to be, your foundation has to be deep, deep in Christ, and it's got to be deep because the storms are going to come, challenges are going to come. You're going to have every kind of situation, and man, it's just when the storms come, and you get blown over off your feet, and you're on your back or your stomach or side, you're crying, and whole everything's falling apart. Your whole everything's gone. Um, your foundation wasn't deep, so we're talking about having a deep foundation, um, because there's going to be pain and there's going to be trials and consequences and hurts to come your way if you don't take the time to prepare and make sure that your foundation is deep because the storms are coming. They are coming. Um, Let me tell you a little story here since we're on foundations and deep stuff like that. There was a biodome. You know what a biodome is? It's a dome, okay? And you had these scientists, right? And they wanted to put some trees and plant them in a controlled environment. So they put a dome and they planted these two trees, and these trees took off, wham wham, and to everyone's amazement, these they just grew strong and they grew tall and they were just flourishing. And the scientists were like, "Man, how this is crazy." But one day they came in and the trees they were collapsed. They fell down. They fell down under their own weight, and the scientists were running around trying to figure out what happened, what happened, what happened, and they couldn't figure it out. Well, they finally did, and they realized that the trees fell under. They couldn't support their own weight. It's only when they're in their natural environment, when this tree starts peeking through the ground and it starts coming through the ground and the storms come and they're swaying and it gets muscles, because they're bam, bam. It's only in the natural environment that they're the storms coming and they're getting strong and they're getting stronger and the roots are taken and they're going deep into a foundation. They're going deep to just what I mean. So as a tree grows, its foundation is growing. The roots are going deeper and deeper and deeper. You know what I mean? So nothing can take this tree down. Nothing can, take it down. But in the biodome, they weren't in their natural environment. So when the storms came, bam, they just collapsed under their own weight. And that's kind of how relationships are. I've been talking about relationships, and because it bothers me not only in my life and what I'm going through, but in your life and what you're going through, and people carry resentment, they carry pain, something that you've already got over. You've been over it. Your lives are, you both been married, you both have kids, and you both moved on. Except somebody's still carrying around that pain. It's not good. It's like poison, or it's like something that's infesting in you. It's infesting, and it's just growing, and it makes you miserable. And then the lies come. They're not honest. They say, "Oh, they did this and they did this and he did this and they did that." Really, really. And when you know the truth, and when you hear it coming from other people, and you realize, wow, what a great story. Who would want to tell a story like that about somebody they once loved, or a parent, another parent, or who would want to make up some big old, tremendous, oh, woe was me story, when it's not, that's not how it happened at all. Or when they didn't take part of this and they didn't take part of that, but all along they were right in the middle of it. But as years go by, they tell it their own story. They tell their own story, and they tell it to their children, and their children grow up, because there's only one of them. The other one's gone, so there's only one, and they're going, nah, 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 nah. Who does that? Who does that? How do you get off on that? How do you get off on poisoning the poison that you're holding on to, that you're nursing? So it's like, oh my, I love this poison that's inside of me. I love it. I'm not going to let it go. I'm not going to let it go. And not only am I not going to let it go, but I'm going to share this poison with my kids. So then you share that with your kids, and now the kids are poisoned, and you're poisoned, and you're ugly and miserable. Miserable people. We're miserable. Get over it. Get over it. Get a life. That's happened years ago, long time ago. People are over that. Get over it. Get over that nastiness, that miserable, that woe is me, and how you destroyed my life 30 something years ago. Come on, move on. Everyone else did. Okay, let's get past that, because that's not even what we're talking about no more. You just got to pray for them, hope that they bang, wake up, and bam. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I'm not saying there ain't no bad relationships out there. There's some things that happen. But you know what? 1, 2, takes 2 to tango. Okay? So when you only hear on one side and they're saying, oh, I'm so innocent, but really? Love you. Okay? All right. Now, the foundation. Foundations are very important. And for all of us who've been through bad relationships, are trying to start another one, your foundation can't be, your foundation can't start with a lie. Okay, if your foundation is on a lie, what happens is you pile a lie on a lie on a lie, and it makes one big lie. Okay, if you're sick of lying, if you're sick of that kind of life, if you're sick of being treated like that, those kind of people that they don't have a relationship with the truth, and they won't tell the truth. And but you got one of them saying, okay, yeah, I did that and I did this, and but the other one saying, oh no, I'm so innocent, I didn't do that, blah, blah, blah. And it's just nothing but lies, and they turn around and try and twist it all on you, and the whole time you're like, really? What do you do with that? What do you do with somebody that says, I love you, but they try and twist it all around, and the whole time they're lying? And then they say, I want to be with you, I'm going to do this with you, I'm going to do that with you. Really? You're still lying. You've always been lying. I met you as a liar, and all these years, I'm hoping, I'm waiting, but nothing's changing. And now you're saying the same old thing, and you're still lying. You'll see me dead. If they were gonna hang me, and you had the choice to tell the truth, you would hold on to that lie and you'd watch me swing and die because your lie, you don't have no relationship with the truth. And so it's everyone else's fault. The truth don't exist in you, and you're scared of the truth. When the truth is beautiful, the truth is everything that you need, but you don't have it, and you're missing it. So when you start your foundation on a lie, guess what's going to happen? Your whole world is going to fall and collapse. It's all going to fall and collapse. You can't build anything on a lie. How are you going to do that? If you want something for real, let your foundation be started with Christ. Have a firm, deep foundation, a real foundation, where you can both love each other, encourage each other, and spend the rest of your lives with each other, serving one Lord. You know, um, otherwise, the alternative is being miserable and passing that just being miserable and ugly, just being ugly to people, and passing that on to your children so they can be ugly. What a great job you're doing. What a great job you're doing. You just taught your children how to be ugly and miserable like you. You got someone that's like, I love you, and then the other one's going, oh my god, nah, nah, nah. You know what? I love you. I love you. And I love you I love you more than you love yourself, because when somebody's in the mud, all you want to do is help them out of the mud, but they don't want to be. They pretend like they want help out of the mud, but when you go to help them, they push you away. They love being in the mud. They want to stay in the mud. They want to stay in their misery. They want to stay in their ugliness, and they want to stay pointing fingers. But the thing is, if you condone it and you support that kind of behavior, and you allow your kids to follow in your same footsteps, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Take a good look in the mirror. And if you can come a little closer to the truth and being honest, I would love to hear from you. But if you're gonna not only take yourself down that ugly, dark road, but you choose to take your kids down that same road with you, shame on you. Shame on you. What are you really doing? Shame on you. Have some forgiveness in your heart. Have some common sense. Have some mercy, some love. We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Don't hold on to that pain and that ugliness, because you're just going to destroy yourself and everything around you. And who's going to really want to be around that ugliness? You're in this biodome, this little bubble of yours, and it's your own little private, ugly little bubble. Get out of the bubble, okay? Because there's real world out there. There's really important things going on, and you can really be in a position to help other people. But if you're in that stuck in that ugly little miserable bubble, well, I can only pray that someone comes in, pops it. Okay, so you know what, I'm just, it's something kind of like it's going personal. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get off of that. I'm gonna get off of that little, um, you know, it's just it sometimes it just it amazes me how people can hold on to that and still continue with that behavior. And when all you want to do is love them. You know what I mean? And just like you want to just love them. I know you want to love them, and you do. But you got someone out there just on the other side, just creating problems and just miserable, hateful people. And you're wondering, and all you're doing is loving them, trying to love them, trying to support them, trying to do anything. But there's this demon, and it's a hateful demon, and it's a real. Let me tell you about demons and ignorance. They're really demons and ignorance. They're really intelligent. They're really smart. You know what I mean? They thrive on your hurts. They know where you're hurt. They know where you're wounded, and they go right to it. And that's how they bring you down. They multiply it. They amplify it. You know what I mean? Um, they just make it so big. They make it so big that you don't even feel like you're going to be able to get out of it. You don't see no light. It's it, sin. Sinful nature is very intelligent, and if you let sin grow in you, especially that kind of hate and that kind of sinful nature, it'll destroy you. And the fruit that falls from you, because you are the tree that's nurturing, and the people that are around you, if you keep on going deeper and deeper in your foundation of hate, you're going to produce hate. You're going to produce miserable people who are looking up to you for advice and help, for guidance. Your children, till the garden. Till the garden, you got to work the garden. Otherwise, what? The weeds are going to choke the life out of your children or the people that you love. Don't keep on going down this road. You don't have to. The choice is yours. That's what I'm saying. We all have a choice to make, and it's your choice if you want to stay on that miserable, you know, ugly road. Miserable, ugly, selfish, just miserable people. Miserable people. You know, when you see these people that are miserable, and you look at them and say, "My God, you want to be ugly. You want to stay ugly. You want to be miserable. You want to stay miserable." It's like it hurts. It hurts to see people that once loved and once were happy smiling. You know what I mean? Bam, smiling. But and then they change their smile into a frown. They turn that smile upside down, and that's what they choose to do. It's disturbing. It's disturbing. Um, yeah, that's what it is. I was walking down, leaving work, getting ready to clock out, and I worked in this one area, so um, I it was just like I said that's what I used to do, and that's where I did it at. That's what I used to do, and that's where I did it at. Well, I'm still working for the same company, but I'm doing something different. You know what I mean? But I used to do that, and that's where I did it at. That's what I said. It's funny. It's funny. Anyways, so I'm just talking about anything. I'm just talking about anything. You know, NASA. Okay, for we're getting. You know what I mean? I just want what I wanted to do because I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, I don't know you guys. You don't know me. So I said, well, let me tell you about. I want to kind of let you know what I'm talking. What's going on with me is like, I'm human. I'm human like you are. I make mistakes. I make bad choices. I fall down. I get up. Go to work. Sometimes I don't. I was doing drugs. I was addicted. I'm sober now, but I mean, I got a beautiful recovery story. I got people who hate me. I got people who love me. Um, um, we all have a story. We all have a story. But what I wanted to do, that's why I was these first videos. I wanted to kind of let you know that I care about people. I care about you. I love you. I love you. I do. Bam. Anyway, I do love you. I love you. Don't even think I don't. But what I'm saying is, bam. You know what I mean? You're funny. You are funny. You make me laugh all the time. Every time I look at you, I'm laughing. Anyways, what I'm saying is, I wanted to let you know. That's what I was talking about from my heart. I was talking about from my heart, like feelings, my kids, my other videos about it. Just my how I feel about relationships and how I feel about the Lord. And um, I'm still working on some things. Of course, you know, I wish I could say um, that I was all cleared up and cleaned up, and but I'm getting better. I'm getting better, and I got really I'm being encouraged every day. I go to work and I look at the people that've been sitting there working for a long time, and they're smiling and happy, and I get encouraged by that. I get encouraged. I get encouraged when I see old friends that recognize me. Hey, how you doing? Where you been? You know. Um, but changing all of this, let me talk about something real quick. NASA, the original NASA word is a Hebrew word, and it means deceiver. So if you Google it and you Google NASA, what's the Hebrew meaning for NASA? But Hebrew meaning for NASA. So NASA, the word NASA goes way back. And this is how they throw it in our face. They put it in your face all the time because they like to do that. You know what I mean? You don't have you ever told a lie and then are you ever like for some kind of I don't know what kind of well example, let me see. Have you ever stole something from somebody and then you know and you say something like yeah they must have come at night while you were sleeping and that's really what happened. You know what I mean? And while NASA, uh, they do the same stuff. They throw it right in your face, but we don't. We're so busy with phones and this and that and this restroom and that restroom and what restroom and who am I? He, she, what? You know what I mean? What do I believe in and all this crazy, the moon and back. You know, um, so they, it's crazy because they put it right in your face. The word NASA means deceiver, and the red little twirl around it, it's a serpent's tongue. Um, the first two, before the Apollo missions, there were two other groups of astronauts that died, and they wanted these two astronauts to they wanted them to go along with this deception that we were going to the moon. Well, in 1960, we had calculators. We didn't have computers. We had calculators. Okay, so somehow we got to the moon with these calculators. Okay, but there was two other groups of astronauts, and they died because they wouldn't go along with this scheme. They weren't going to deceive the world, but they didn't let them know they were sneaky. They didn't let them know that they're about to die. But because when they asked them, "Hey, can you do this?" Well, they realized, and when they denied it, when they didn't want to have part of it, they realized, well, geez, but we told them a little bit too much information, so we had to do something about it. We had to quiet them down. And there was two groups. One of them, they killed them. The second one, they didn't want to have nothing to do with either. So they went into the capsule, they filled it with oxygen, made it really combustible, and they burned in front of everybody alive. That was the message. That was the message to the next astronauts that were going to be asked this question to deceive. So there you go with Apollo crew, the three members there. Okay, and these guys said, we're not going to burn to death. You're not going to kill us. Yeah, we'll lie, we'll lie. Now watch their interview. The Apollo mission when they came back from the moon. These guys are like crying. They're looking at each other. If I came back from the moon, I'm going to be jumping for joy. I'm going to be like, man, I came back from the moon. Bam, boom. The whole deal. You know what I mean? But these guys are like, they're crying. And if you watch the video, you're going to look at them and you're going to understand with common sense, these guys didn't go to the moon. These guys are about to deceive all you children and all you college students that want to be astronauts, all you people out there who are believing in outer space. They're about to deceive you. And they did. But as you watch the video, you see these guys are about ready to cry. And none of them want to speak. So how are these the men that just came back from the moon with the greatest thing that man can ever experience outside of Christ? And they're about to cry? So they deceived. And that's what happened. They don't talk about the other two groups of astronauts that they killed before these guys. And if you go to your encyclopedia books, you go to the web, it's all over it. Before 1958. Before 1958, they were talking about the flat Earth, right? It's in your encyclopedia books. It was flat Earth, the dome, the firmament. The firmament is in there. Okay, your missile systems and military, they're designed on a flat Earth. Okay, there's no design for no curvature. It's all everything. Everything is designed on a flat Earth. Okay, it is. They just deceiving you, and I just pray that you wouldn't close your investigation when you hit the wall. You got to keep on going because the truth's on the other side. But for the masses, there has to be a good story. Just like 9/11, it's got to be a story. Got to be a story for the people. You know what I mean? So they can, because people can't handle the truth, and they're definitely not going to handle a wicked truth to know that our government's wicked. You know what I mean? And we have a wicked government, and things are just like in the day of Noah. The bad things going on. So there's some stuff out there, and like it just it goes on and on. It goes on and on. It's just being people are asleep. People are asleep. People are sleeping and they don't care because they're busy. I asked my youngest daughter one time, I said, and I hope she don't mind me saying this, I said, who are you gonna vote for? And she said, what does that got to do with me? It don't have nothing to do with me. That about broke my heart because it has everything to do with you, your kids, and you know what I mean? Everything. And I said, the people, one side believes and wants to legalize this and that and this and that, or pull this out of this and pull that out of that. And one side is fighting for this and fighting for that. So it's very important who you vote for because you got maybe two evils trying to find the better one, or maybe not. Maybe you got someone that's really trying to, do something great versus the other one who's already into this, you know, stuff that you already know. But, oh, how can they do that? How could they be doing that with children? How can all this be true? These are pillars of the community. These people are been in Congress and been in government for a long time. How could they be doing this to children? And how can this be and this be? Come on, it's true. It's true. Stay asleep, and you'll go to sleep. You'll stay asleep. Go to sleep and stay asleep. Wake up on purpose. Wake up on purpose. Wake up with a purpose on purpose. Try to find out the truth. Don't be scared. But if you go with the flow, it's gonna wash you way far away from the truth. If something don't make sense, then something's usually wrong. If something don't make sense, something's really wrong. Um, but look, I just got off work and um, bam, man, I got stuff I got to do. So, you know what I mean. I just wanted to, let you know I love you. I love you so much. I'm looking at my friend over here. I think he's my friend. I don't know. I haven't known him for too long, but I know he's getting sick of me because I come over here and he's the computer whiz. I'm not me, so he's the one that got this all hooked up. So he's listening to me and he's like, I don't know what he's thinking, but I think he's wanting me to shut up and stop already. So you know, so maybe I will. But anyways, I just wanted to. That's I just thought I'd share that with you a little bit. And um, if there's something you want to talk about, something that you want to get off your chest, or just um, the Lord's real. He's real. Really loves you. Really loves you. Loves your family. And if you're having problems with your faith, if you're having problems with believing, then just open up your investigation. Don't close it. Open it. When you don't know something for sure, don't take his word, or my word. Don't take anybody's word. You got to do it yourself. You got to open up your investigation. And in today's world, everything's right here. All the information's right there. Even though they try to hide it, and you have to search for it sometimes, you got to look for it, but it's there. It's there, and you'll find it. You'll find out the truth. Um, uh, and when you find out the truth, and when you start knowing the truth, you want everyone that you know, everyone that you love, to know that truth because when you see someone that's being lied to all the time and been lied to and they really believe in the United States or the government or they just really believe on what they're hearing on TV and you know the truth and you're like, you know, if you got the antidote, if you got the antidote and somebody's dying and you just walk on past them and you don't go and say, hey man, I got the antidote here. Bam, you don't save their life. You're gonna have to answer to that. You have to answer to that. So if you have the antidote, then you're almost responsible because the Lord created you to be you. He gave you gifts to communicate, to care, to love, to forgive. He gave you the most beautiful gifts. Don't be ugly. Don't be ugly. Don't be ugly people. Don't look at other people that are deformed or homeless or uh, they had an addiction or don't. Don't be ugly. It's very important. Get your kids. Don't be ugly. Don't be ugly, because it's an open window for Satan to come into. When you're ugly and you're miserable, and that's all you do, that's all you're about, and there's no forgiveness in your heart, no happiness, everything's down, throttled down, and pushed you back. If you stay there, you're gonna die there. You'll die there. You'll die a miserable person, and you're missing a whole lot of beautiful things that you're capable of. In Jesus' name, all these beautiful gifts that He's given you, you can help, you can encourage, you can build up. You don't have to tear down. You don't have to be a Debbie Downer. You know what I mean? And if you're having problems with the truth, pray about it. Ask the Lord to help you, because it's not you. You're beautiful. If you've been lying a long time, if you've been hurting people that you care about, you're being attacked. You're being attacked. You're a beautiful person. The Lord made you beautiful. Don't ever think you're not beautiful. You're not important. Everybody is. But we get deceived, and we get lured in, and we get misled. So we keep these behaviors, and we keep hurting the people that we love. And so if you're having problems with the truth and you want a relationship with the truth, pray about it. Ask the Lord to help you remove this demon from you. This because it's a scared demon that keeps you scared of the truth. Oh no, what's going to happen if they find out, if they know the truth? If they oh my God, so you try to hide, and before you know it, you're lying about everything, even things you don't have to lie about. You're lying about. You don't need to lie about this stuff. You don't need to be lying all the time. Stop it, because it's a demon trying to hold you down, trying to keep positive stuff in your life. When they can keep you lying and keep you off balance, insecure, unstable, no foundation, you're gonna get hurt, and you're hurting your soul, because your soul's crying every time you tell a lie. It's crying, and it's begging you to stop. It's a good thing the Lord's right there with you. You know what I mean? And it's very patient, very patient. Cry to the Lord, ask for help, because you're really destroying. You got to get rid of the demon. You got to get rid of that line. Call it by its name. In Jesus' name, you lying demon. You have no business here. Get rid of it. Get out of here. In Jesus' name. In the blood of Jesus' name. And, you command. You have the power and authority under Christ. When you come in, Gabriel, when the angel Gabriel, he was telling he came in, I forget what part of, but he said, I stand in the presence of God. He was delivering a message, and they were looking at him, and he said, I stand in the presence of the Lord. That's heavy. Can you imagine someone that stands in the presence of the Lord? He's coming with authority. He ain't messing around. And neither are you. When you come in the name of the Lord, you're coming with authority. So you command those demons out of you, because you're not going to be held captive. You're not going to be held in chains. You're free from the inside in Christ. Okay? Don't be lured away from the truth. You don't have a relationship with the truth right now? Get it. Get it. Because it's free. He is the truth. He is the truth. Don't be scared of the truth. This truth loves you. But the lie wants to keep you down. The lie wants to keep you crippled. The lie wants to punish you. The lie wants to hurt you. Get rid of the lie and come with the truth in the name of the Lord. And watch what happens. Watch the everything's going to change in your life. You're no longer going to be controlled by this lie. You're going to be coming with the truth in the name of the Lord. So, with that said, I love you. Thank you for allowing me into your home. Until next time, bam, gotcha. Things are happening. Things are going good. And for all of you, bam, love you too. Anyway, I just love the bam. And my friend started, and I started, bam, everything I was doing. So he goes, bam. I said, nah, dude, you can't do that. He goes, bam. I said, what the hell is that, dude? You go, bam, you gotta own it. You know what I'm saying? He goes, bam. I said, shut up, dude. Get out of the way. You better, get a bam in there. You want a bam. Don't be coming over. Bam. Put your little mini skirt on, dancing around. Shoot, get out of here, buddy. You know. So, anyways, that's right. Let me know. We could talk about it. We could talk about anything we want to talk about. Okay. Anyways, bam, back at you. I love you, and God bless you. Have a great day. I got to go to work tomorrow, so I got some things I got to do. My vehicle's filled with a bunch of my stuff. I got to get it in storage or something. I got things going on. Anyways, I love you. God bless you. Thank you.